Hip hop parade, bringing real rap back to the city. Kao the African kid. The beat is thumping, the speakers are shaking, the crowd is sticking. Africa's best is no mistaken.
Hello, hello, hello. It's your boy Ambassador again doing this thing. I just had to jump in here. It's been like what 50 minutes ago. Kao Denero just dropped a new track. It's called Kao Denero African King. Well, we know from day one when I came upon the guy. I stumbled upon the artist Kao Denero. He has been going for the throne. He says he's got Sierra Leone in his back. Now he's going for Africa. Lots of lines and jabs are taking that direction. But I feel like this is my favorite Kao Denero video, all the way being a hip hop fan. And I feel like this is one. So the other Kao Denero songs, I love playing them at home and YouTube and stuff. But this is a Kao Denero song I can actually play in my convertible car and just blast it across town. It has that vibe to it for real hip hop fans. It evoked a number of hip hop feelings. Let me put it that way. So just starting from the bends, the graffiti background popping in and out, speakers, diamond watch kind of thing in there, sneakers, socks, shorts, hoodie on. It's the whole 100% hip hop feeling, hip hop experience. Yeah. Then I'm just mentioning things that I loved about the song. Usually, if you've heard my review before, I don't go line by line. I feel like you should listen to the song and do your own analysis line by line and enjoy it if you must. I just share my feelings and hope that fans can relate based on that. And you could pay attention to some of the hip hop facts and things I'm touching in there. Yeah. So he has the other thing is the intro. He starts with hip hop for those who are that is like should I call it a not like a backup thing, but that's something that line hip hop I've heard in about 5 different hip hop songs. I think some nice song has that kind of track in the hip hop behind the scene. So he starts with that, he ends the song with that to hip hop. Then also there's a DMX like kind of voice just before the hook that goes for those who know DMX songs here. So it evoked a lot of historical moments and feelings all through this song. There's a lot of hip hop history buried in this song. First, his swag, the beat is the plain kind of beat. It sounds more of like some of those West Coast things back in the day, yeah, which evolved with the Nate Dogg, the 2 and 3 guys, all of those guys. Yeah, it's crazy back then. So you could tell that he's a student of the game. It's obvious when you watch the video, the song, the way the song is tailored and all of that. And then as usual, he's going to drop his message in it. He said now we're going global, so international. So if you watch the song, I think it looks like he shot it somewhere in the States or so. So that's like him, like, okay, I've come back to Africa, I've made some noise, now it's about time I went back out there and then showed the world what African hip hop has got to do. I think I'm liking his strategy. I just want to see some very, how can I call it, tangible results yet. But when I put 1 and 2 together, I can see the results coming if he's just going to be consistent with the strategy. But it's solid there. So he came, made noise in Africa, started the beef, put out a couple of tracks, went back to the state, put out something again. So it's like you're like fanning the flame both ways here. You put some wood here, put some wood, then light it up, then see if it's going to catch more this way or that way. So that's the kind of thing he's doing here. I love the line where he says now we global, so international. You could look at the video. That's like universal standard hip hop. It's not like the Afro whatever things we're doing. That's like just global standard hip hop. It's really hip hop. The video, the track, the beat, everything. Then he said okay, that just goes to back what I'm saying. He says bringing real rap back to the scene. So like I don't know if I don't think he's talking about real rap in the world, but even real rap in the world, all these trap things and the rest, which I'm not so much a fan for, and this they call them the mumble jumbo rappers. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say much here. So I feel like he's really bringing real rap back to the scene. Africa wise, a lot more. Global wise, yes, to an extent, he's bringing real rap back to the scene. And then he's talking about shooting for the continent. super swag, much confidence. So that's some rhyme thing he's putting out there. But as usual, as I told you, when the guy jumped on the scene, he's like, he's going for the throne for Africa. And I see this guy getting there. I can't wait for that. I told you so moment when I'll tell people like, watch this thing, watch my videos back in this year. I kept on saying this guy is gonna get there. If he's only gonna be consistent with this strategy, he's definitely gonna get there. Yeah. And then he said the whole backup for hip hop kept on playing in the background. Just before the intro, you had the DMX on. Then, as usual, he's going to try to gain fans in Africa, knowing that he made some noise, took shots at Calligraph Jones in Kenya. Definitely has fans in Nairobi. He started calling Bamako to Nairobi. So that's almost cutting across Africa. Bamako is this end. He cuts across down to Nairobi. So that's like coast to coast, end to end in Africa. He also dropped the line where he said, "Don't care if you came before me, I share my story." So as usual, Kao Denero has that kind of underdog, aggressive, passive aggressive tendencies with him, where he's always like, "I'm coming for you, man. Recognize me or not, I'm coming for the throne." So definitely, some will like it, some will hate it. I definitely like it. So it's always like he does not care who came before him. He's here to share some story. And for those who know the history of hip hop has always been that thing of the voice of the voiceless, the street kids trying to tell their own story. Everybody telling it from their own angle. Be it Cool Heck, be it Bambata with his beat, be it the time when the what's the name? Ice Cube and the rest came on the scene where at the time there was lots of violence against blacks. All of them were spitting their thing. Ice Cube, Dre, and the rest here. NWA, and then it came to the Pac generation where they were engaged. Their level. Everybody was just voicing out their own issues at the time. So that's the whole essence of hip hop, a voice for the voiceless. So Kao Denero too has a right to share his story. He does not care if you came before him or not. He's here to share his story. And then so he mentioned the whole thing of as a king, and then he mentioned legend in the making. As I said, there's that whole aggressiveness of you recognize me, hate it or love you can't recognize me. Yeah. He says nigga they run mop, now we they run the country. I like the fact that okay, even when he wants to go pigeon and the rest, he does not go Afroish pigeon, he goes pigeon rap wise, still doing his thing, keeping it 100. So he did all the global rap thing and then came back to pigeon to talk to his people directly. Yeah. And some of us from Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Liberia, you can relate when he speaks in pidgin. Like, yeah, this guy is from. He knows what he's talking about. You know that all these Africans who I don't want to call names, but all these Africans who say they're African, but when it comes to like details, I mean, some streets in Africa, where were you in Africa? What do you know about Africa? Some of them get lost. Can you actually speak African, the whole local Palang, pidgin, and the rest? You get lost, yeah. So I really like this track. As I said, this is one of the Kao Denero tracks which I can really blast in my convertible and then drive across town. Unlike the others where okay, I love them playing them at home, YouTube. You know, songs have vibes to it. This is one of those songs I really just genuinely like. I can't wait to get it blasting. And I've always said, man, most of these guys try to plan something to come to Cameroon, try to sell your songs on Echo.online, because like the Cameroonian fans, that's the only way we can support you right now. If you're on Echo.online, we can support you. I mean, like I can buy, it's already on YouTube, so you could first create a free account there, upload the songs just so we feel in the vibes. But that's the only way we can make money. That's the only way we can support you for now till you decide to come and do a concert in Cameroon. But for now, you could just put your songs on Echo.online at least for a month, and then we buy it for a while, then you put it for free. But as usual, it's your boy Ambassador doing his thing out there. I'm out. Peace.